What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. This is Mo Crypto, and guys, welcome back to the channel. Guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Blast ecosystem and a new project that's built on the Blast ecosystem. Now, if you go up the list on the top over here, you guys can see Ethereum, Tron, BSC, Solana, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Polygon, and then Blast. When you click on Blast, you guys can see that there's total value locked of $1 billion right now on the Blast ecosystem. So it's one of those ecosystems that just launched in March. It has a lot of volume coming in. So I'm thinking leading up to the bull run, there's going to be a lot more projects that are going to be launching on the Blast ecosystem. And I wanted to just dive into one of them that launched recently. So what we're going to be talking about today, guys, is the Blastex protocol, which is very similar to a lot of protocols we've talked about in the past. Guys, do your own research. This is very important. I'm not in charge of any of your investments. I'm not in charge of anything that you guys win on or lose on, right? So I'm telling you guys that I'm doing my research. I want you guys to do your research as well. This is a protocol that is similar to what we've talked about in the past, so it's going to be very familiar as I go through it. You can bond your ETH, you can stake your ETH, and you can add to the treasury, which has a different incentive that I'm going to be talking about as well. Now, one thing I want to emphasize is that I'm not going to be doing daily videos on this project. I'm going to be doing reviews every now and then, just follow-ups. So if you guys have any question, I'm going to leave a link of the Telegram, the Twitter, the website down below. You guys can go ahead and ask the team anything that you have in mind. You're going to probably see me around over there every now and then. But if you guys have any questions that you want me to follow up on, then you can just leave it in the comment of the video. And I'm going to be following up on that in the next video, which is going to be in a couple weeks or something. I don't know exactly. Guys, let's not make this intro and video too long. Let's jump in and see what this protocol is all about. All right, so guys, before we even get started and talk about the protocol, you need to know how to add the Blast blockchain onto your Rabby or MetaMask, right? So you go to chainlist.org. Once you're there, you just type in Blast at the top of the screen in the search bar, and the option of Blast will come up. You select the add to MetaMask, which automatically goes to Rabby if you are using Rabby. In my particular instance, I'm using Rabby, but even if you click on MetaMask, it's going to link it to your Rabby right away. All right, so that's the first step. Now, the next step is you need to have ETH as a currency so that you can do all of your transactions, right? Now, you could buy your ETH on PancakeSwap, or you can just bridge over your ETH from a different blockchain. Now, guys, one of the ways that I like to bridge my money into Blast, for example, would be swap-based. I've used swap-based in the past. I'm familiar with swap-based. We've used it for other meme coins. We've used it for different ROI dApps. So it's just very familiar with me. And it has a pool, it has farms, it has staking. There's a bunch of things over here that we can go over in much more detail in the future. As you guys can see, the liquidity pools over here, they have pretty good APYs. Now, what I'm interested in at this moment is the 3 dots and then click on bridge. Okay. What I'm going to be doing today, guys, is I'm going to be bridging some funds from BNB chain, right? That's the Binance Smart Chain. I have some USDT. Let me just go ahead and connect my wallet. Perfect. I have some 500 USDT that I'm going to go ahead and transfer over to my Blast ecosystem, right? You go ahead and select the Blast over here. You guys can see there's so many different blockchains that you get to bridge to. If you guys are not familiar with this tool, the link is in the description, right? Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and look for Blast, and we're going to transfer that into some Ethereum. Okay, so ETH is what I'm interested in right now the most, because ETH is what I need to create my bonds and stake. So we're going to have to go ahead and give permission. All right, guys, so we got our ETH into our Blastex wallet, and now the next step is really to figure out what exactly we want to do. You can either bond your Blastex ETH, right? So all you have to do is just put in like 0.05 over here. Let's say you want to put in 170 bucks. It's going to take your 170 bucks, create some Blastex tokens, and then log them up for you for 30 days. You get your tokens, then it's going to appear over here at the bottom of the page. Okay, now I already have a bond that was created a couple days ago. This bond is of 0.14 ETH. So all I have to do is just go back to the staking tab and then select this bond over here. Okay, now if this bond, okay, is 13,957, what's going to happen in this case is that it's going to take an equivalent amount of ETH that's in your wallet and automatically create a stake for that. Okay, it's very similar to a lot of the protocols we've talked about before. It's very, very similar. Once you're staking over here, Once you're staking your bond, it's different from bonding. Okay, when you're bonding, you're not going to touch any dollar until the end of your bond, which in this case, it's ending June 29th. If you stake your bond, okay, if you stake this bond that I have ending in June 29th, it's no longer going to be a bond. At this point, it's only going to give me the amount of money that I am yielding per day, every single day. And I get to sell it for ETH, or I get to keep it, add it to the treasury, or I can just leave it accumulate and accumulate some liquidity bonus, hold bonus, personal bonus, just like all the other protocols we talked in the past. Base yield is always going to be 1% in the case of Blastex. Liquidity bonus is for every 25 ETH, there's going to be an increase in the daily yield by 0.1%. Hold bonus is if you don't claim or sell your tokens within 36 hours, you'll receive an additional 0.05% to your daily yield. Now, this is what everybody has in their mind all the time. I'm just going to hold until my entire bond is going to be completely over. And I've told you guys, when we were talking about Warren in the past, you always have to have a goal for yourself. Now, in my case over here, I can choose to always hold for 5 days and then sell on the 6th, then take a portion of that, add it to the protocol, the other portion take it as profit. Or I can do every 3 days, every 4 days, I can do whatever I want. It really depends on how well the protocol is doing. And if you guys notice at the top over here, if the treasury pool is increasing, if the total liquidity is increasing, then it's a good sign of healthy growth for the protocol. If all of that keeps going back down, then it's not as healthy. You don't want to keep holding forever, right? So because this is a brand new protocol, it just started, it might last for a few months. This protocol is probably going to keep growing bit by bit. And when you're early at $42,000 in liquidity, you might be one of those guys that's going to be able to do another 30-day bond, do another 30-day bond, do another whatever 60-day stake, and so on and so forth. It really depends on what your conviction is of the protocol after you do your own research, guys. All right. So a bond, you don't touch anything. A stake, you get paid daily. Treasury is a complete different thing. Treasury, you add your Blastex tokens that you're earning from your stake. You can contribute it over here. And as you guys can see, this current epoch has 2,025 contributed Blastex tokens, and it rewards you in ETH. So basically, instead of selling that Blastex, you're adding it back into the protocol and you're getting paid in ETH. And as people are participating more and more into this, there's going to be more Blastex tokens that are going to be burned. And the more you burn the Blastex token, the more deflationary it gets, the higher the price is going to be. Overall, in the future, your total value of Blastex, as it grows, the more your money in the platform grows, which is always the best thing that you'd like to see. And then you have the incentive program over here. The incentive program is really if you want to build a team, if this is something that's for you that you want to get started with, you can join under this link. If you want to share this link with your community, you can use this link, share it with your community, and you're going to be earning some ETH straight to your wallet, which is always something good to go. Now, I don't want to earn any of this ETH, okay? I'm here to tell you guys about different opportunities in crypto space. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to give you back all the 100% of ETH that I get back to you guys. So essentially, usually when I would get some referral bonus to myself, I don't want that anymore. I'm not doing this for the referral bonuses. I'm doing this for you guys to enjoy passive income as long as you get in early. You know, like if you get in 2 months, it's a bit riskier. And depending on your risk tolerance, you might not want to do that. So I'm going to set my referral back to you guys to 100%. And I'm just going to go ahead and accept that with my ledger. Perfect. Now the referral back is 100%. Now, guys, it's as simple as it gets. This is really what the protocol is all about, okay? Now, you guys can go ahead at the bottom of the screen, and then you click on this button over here that is like a closed book, and then you can read through all these things that, you know, explain to you exactly what the protocol is all about. It tells you how to bridge. It tells you in very short bullet points what exactly is this protocol. The audit report over here, actually, we didn't even look at it. The audit report is by SpyWolf and everything shows as passed. So, I mean, it looks like a legitimate protocol, at least for the next few months. I'm excited to see how well they do. If you guys want to go ahead to their X, you can go ahead over here and follow them on X. I'm going to go ahead and do that right away. If you guys want to go to their Telegram, you just go ahead, click on that link, join the Telegram. They have 1,200 members right now. And guys, just enjoy your passive income. Start with something small if you want to. If you want to as well, just keep tracking it, see how well it does. But actually, I'm gonna go ahead and stake my bond. Let's go ahead and do that right away. As I said, it's gonna take exactly the amount of tokens you need to match with that amount of ETH that's already in your bond, and it's going to create the stake for you. Usually I like to invest in protocols when their website is well done, when there's not a lot of typos that you see everywhere, when everything is working smoothly. Right now, the blockchain just confirmed my transaction in a few seconds. Basically, my daily return is 301 Blastex tokens. If you look at that in a calculator, oops, what did I do? 301 multiplied by 0.034. That's $10 per day. All right, so I'm getting $10 per day based off of this 1.08%. It's gonna keep increasing if more people join in. It's gonna decrease if more TVL gets liquidated, and so on and so forth. All right, guys, so that's really all it is. If you go to the treasury right now, you see I have 0.13, right? If you go to the treasury, you guys can see I have a balance of 0.17 now. I get to choose if I want to add 0.17 Blastex to contribute over here, and I'm going to be getting some ETH as a reward. But obviously, I don't have enough to be able to deposit that over here, so it's really not that worth it. But in the future, if you guys accumulate a lot of Blastex tokens and you want to put them to work, then you can put them over here and earn some passive ETH. All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any question, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.